sollen die nicht für dumm verkaufen! Du bist jetzt meine Frau. Und du machst gefälligst, was ich dir sage. Hast du mich verstanden?
Mary, unable to tolerate her alcoholic husband, decided to make a living by glassblowing. But the crying of her child distracted her from working, so she took out a glass ball to calm the child. When the child saw the ball, he stopped crying. Mary thought the glass ball was too simple, so she painted it and ground up some broken glass into powder, sprinkling it on the ball. It was this little thing that changed her life. Mary was born in a small mountain village where only men were allowed to work as glassblowers. Even in the cold winter, she and her sister had to go up the mountain to gather firewood to survive. But when they returned home, they found their father had not lit the fire, which seemed odd to them. They dropped the firewood and rushed into the house. They discovered that their father had died from a glass explosion caused by a gas leak. They lost their only support. After holding a funeral for their father, the two sisters worried about their future. Mary decided to try glassblowing, but her sister opposed it, as Mary had never done it before, only watched their father. Moreover, women doing this work would be looked down upon by men. One day, her sister took their father's glasswork to sell. After a difficult journey to a customer's shop, the customer lowered the price, claiming the glass bottle had a flaw in its mouth. In the end, the money from selling the goods was barely enough to get by. Fortunately, their father's friend Thomas found Mary and offered them a chance to work in his workshop. Mary shared the news with her sister, but her sister knew Thomas was a miser. As expected, despite their hard work, the two women could only earn enough to survive. However, Mary wasn't discouraged, because under her mentor's guidance, she learned to paint on glass bottles. But her sister complained a lot.
Deine Weiberwirtschaft kannst du zu Hause führen!
Lieber eine Weiberwirtschaft als ein Sauladen.
Was hast du gesagt?
Johanna complained about her boss, Heimer, exploiting her, and Heimer happened to overhear. Tired of working at the workshop, Johanna decided to leave, also leaving behind her sister Mary, who she had been closely attached to. Johanna went to town alone to look for work, and coincidentally, one of her father's former clients was hiring an assistant. She walked into the shop.
Ihr neuer Assistent meldet sich zum Dienst.
Du bist doch eine Frau.
Ja und? Ich kann doch auch Ihre Bestellungen aufnehmen und über Ihre Transaktion Buch führen.
Perhaps it was Johanna's confidence that convinced the owner to hire her, offering a salary and accommodation that exceeded her expectations. Looking at everything in front of her, Johanna smiled with happiness. Without her sister's interference, Mary finally had a chance to try glassblowing. She struck a match, turned on the gas, and lit the blowpipe. After adjusting the flame, she heated the glass tube in the flame, then broke it, continued heating, and blew on the other end to inflate it. Although she had grown up with her father and understood the process, making it herself was still challenging. After a whole night, she managed to blow a glass ball, but for someone with no experience like Mary, it was already an achievement. However, soon, Mary caught the attention of Heimer's son, Thomas. That night, Thomas brought a glass bowl to Mary's house. He knew Mary was fascinated by glass products, so he gave her the bowl. While Mary was thinking about what design to paint on the bowl, Thomas pushed her onto the table. Meanwhile, Johanna was enjoying the attention from her boss. They sat together at the same table for dinner, and her boss even gave her extra money to buy new clothes. Johanna happily accepted and bought herself a beautiful dress, then secretly bought a set of paint for her sister. The next day, Johanna wore her new dress to work. Seeing Johanna, the boss was very pleased. Anna was hurt by her boss. She escaped, badly injured, and fainted on the road. Luckily, her neighbor, who secretly liked her, found her and saved her. Mary saw her sister's condition and felt deeply regretful. On the surface, her boss seemed kind, but he was actually very controlling. He punished Anna harshly just because she helped Mary with money during her vacation. Seeing Anna's lack of energy, Mary decided to help her sister regain confidence. Mary visited Anna every day with her kids, bringing handmade Christmas decorations. When Anna's secret admirer told her he had gotten revenge on the boss, Anna cried. That helped her begin to heal from the trauma. Meanwhile, Mary decided to meet the American buyer who had bought her glass crafts, hoping to discuss a partnership. When she presented her glasswork, Anna's boss appeared and falsely claimed they were his. Unshaken, Mary showed her design sketches and other samples, earning the buyer's trust. The buyer immediately ordered 800 pieces of Christmas decorations, requesting delivery before Christmas. As the sisters worked tirelessly to meet the deadline, Mary's husband, Thomas, grew angry when he saw her blowing glass. He thought she was taking a man's job and tried to drag her home. That night, Thomas and a group of people stormed into their house, breaking windows and trying to kick the sisters out. Mary was caught blowing glass by her husband. Her husband, Thomas, brought a group of people to Mary's house. They smashed her windows and tried to drive Mary and her sister out of the village. In an instant, the glass ornaments she had worked so hard on were shattered on the ground. As the chaos spiraled out of control, Thomas's father arrived and stopped them, driving them away. But he still insisted that Mary could no longer blow glass, believing she would take away their business. Mary assured him she had no intention of competing with his business, and only then did he agree to make peace. They shook hands in reconciliation, but the problem was that fewer than 200 ornaments were intact, far from enough to fill the order. Just when Mary didn't know what to do, kind-hearted neighbors came to help her. Together they worked hard and managed to finish the order on time. When the merchant's assistant came to collect the goods, not a single ornament was missing. To prevent damage during transport, Mary even sent 15 extra pieces. She also gave the merchant a pendant she had carefully crafted herself. On Christmas Day, Mary received a telegram from the merchant. He wanted to place another order, requesting 1,500 heart-shaped pendants to be delivered by Valentine's Day. After going through so many hardships, Mary had finally found her way to success. Mary was secretly blowing glass again, but no matter what she did, she couldn't get the shape she wanted, producing a bunch of defects. She decided to try again, but burned her forehead with the flames. The neighbor noticed the burn and warned her not to let anyone know she was blowing glass. Peter, her sister's admirer, promised to bring some glass tubes to her house the next day. Mary's skills in making fruit bowls weren't good enough. When her sister heard about it, she didn't care about Mary's injury, only worrying whether she would lose her job if the order wasn't finished. So Mary spent the whole night secretly practicing. One morning, while doing chores at her husband's house, she noticed he was drinking again. Concerned, Mary warned him to stop, but he slapped her. She was about to give birth. The baby was born safely, and her husband's father rushed home. But when he saw it was a girl, his smile faded, clearly disappointed. As Christmas approached, the fruit bowl Mary made for her sister was liked by her sister's boss, and another order was placed. Her sister was happy when she told Mary. One day, while Mary was blowing glass, the baby cried, so she took a glass ball to calm the baby. She thought the ball was too plain, so she painted it and sprinkled crushed glass powder on it, creating a Christmas ornament. Mary came up with an entrepreneurial idea, but just then, her husband discovered her glass blowing.
Get the bloody breakfast on, you lazy witch! What's taking so long? You stupid, ugly whore!
This was once Grace's life. After Grace's mother passed away, her drunk father became ruthless, setting his sights on his adult daughter, Grace. Just because she overslept for 2 minutes, her father dragged her up to work. Even when Grace was beaten unconscious, her father wouldn't let up, but luckily she woke up in time. One day, as Grace watched her father sleep again, she had a terrifying thought. She lifted a steel bucket filled with dirt and ash and walked toward his bed. But in the moment of impact, she hesitated. It wasn't that she lacked the courage, but she feared the heavy consequences. The next day, her father once again threatened Grace with the well-being of her younger siblings, forcing her to go out and earn money. For the sake of her poor brother and sister, Grace had no choice but to work. She went to a wealthy household to work as a maid, where she befriended a close friend named Mary. Mary, like an older sister, taught Grace many things. But one night, when Grace got her first period, she screamed in panic, thinking she was dying. Mary comforted her and patiently explained, helping Grace understand its true meaning. At the same time, Mary gave her a piece of advice. From now on, never trust men too easily.
Why is that?
Because men are liars by nature, Grace.